remember next week. Oh, why I record? How to do it? Just listen. Okay, so is this question? Okay, one of the question, that is y equal to ln x. You have seen this question? Okay, so the moment you see so many ln, correct, you get very scared. So don't have to. So when we talk about ln, so you go back to what you learned about ln, y equal to ln fx, correct? So that is the thing that we learned. So the dy dx for it will be fx put down here, f prime x you put down here. So in this case, this whole thing is your fx. Are you clear? That is how you look at the thing. So if you get hold of the formula clearly, so whenever I give you ln and there are so many ln, never mind, I tackle you nicely. Whatever in the ln, start from the left hand side, is your fx. So now in this case, it means that your fx is ln x. So I have to explain again. My whiteboard gone. Okay, so y equal to ln x. Okay, so this is your fx. Got it? So now you just apply your ln rule. That is dy over dx equal to ln x put at the bottom. What should I put on top? The derivative of my fx, which is ln x, correct? Which is 1 over x. Got it? So I write here 1 over x. So I can make this as 1 divided by x times ln x. Got it? So don't have to worry. You see ln exponential, you just tell the ln exponential, I know you well, I'm going to tackle you. Like the boys want to tackle the girl, you must know the girl well first before you start to tackle the girl. Okay, students, since we are talking about the domain, and one of your friend also asked, given this function, is it 1 minus x? 2x minus 3. So this is one of the question in your SAT. So look, for this function, hello? Can I have your attention? Okay, for this function, straight away, what comes into your mind when we talk about domain? Please. It's a rational function, correct? So zoom in. What must I say?
Member of a real number.
2x minus 3 cannot be equal to 0. So this is the first thing that you must do. This is rational function. Bottom cannot be 0 before you talk about anything. So depend on the function given. Okay, so therefore x cannot be 3 over 2. So straight away, I know that for this function, my teacher will ask me, what is the equation of the vertical asymptote? Even before my teacher asks me the question, I know what questions you may ask. Correct? So you have to train yourself, look at the function, know how to get the domain quickly, and know what are the possible questions that your teacher is going to ask you. So, domain. So when I practice, if I practice correct, any question, I will not just answer the question only, I will go a bit further. So the domain will be X. X is a member of real number, and X cannot be 3/2, correct? So I will put in my mind that the equation, this is my own thought. So in this way, actually, I'm solving two problems already. The equation of vertical asymptote is X equal to 3/2. Do you, when you do your practice test, do you put something extra? Maybe my teacher this time is going to ask question like that. Did you? That's why you keep practice. At the end also you still cannot do, is because you never create your own question and answer it by yourself. So you practice 10,000 questions also the same, because you wait for people to trigger you to think. Come to higher level, you have to trigger yourself to think. You have to ask yourself, what else my teacher can ask from this information? Right? And my teacher also can ask me to draw the sign diagram, am I right? So if my teacher asks me to draw the sign diagram based on this domain, so I prepare the x-axis first, am I right? So I prepare the x-axis, because it's a member of real number. So what else must I mark on this x-axis? So I straight away put the mark. Which mark is that? Cannot be the value. So what must I mark it as? Dotted line or full line? Dotted. Am I right? Okay, so after that, what should I do? I have to find the x-intercept for fx. Am I right? So that's why you all don't talk to yourself. You're not as crazy as me. That's why if you are not crazy, you cannot do maths. You have to talk to yourself. So a person who can talk to yourself actually is a very clever person. So I have to find the x-intercept. So I put fx equal to 0. So x squared equal to 0. So x equal to 0. So I have to mark x equal to 0 here. Then I determine the sign. If x is negative, x squared definitely is positive. Down there is negative, so it's negative. Yeah. If x squared is between 0 to 3/2, up here is definitely positive already. You don't have to bother because it's x squared. You never see a square number which is negative. If you have seen one, tell me so. Are you clear? So if between 0 to 3/2, what you can use? You can use x equal to what? 1. I use x equal to 1. Right? So my 1 squared divided by 2 times 1 minus 3. So what do I get? So I also get negative, right? So I put negative here. Then the rest will be positive. Yeah. So you see, when I see a function, okay, I will always tell myself, so you have to train yourself. You have to know how to find the domain. From the domain, it can help me to draw the sign diagram. but not completely. I still have to do something. From the domain, I can know whether there is a vertical asymptote for the graph of this function or not. So that is called purpose. Why? Yes.
For SAT1,
Yeah.
question number 2,
Yeah.
2C actually, is it a mistake? Because when I counted it, it's negative 6x.
Which one? Can you give me the question?
Oh, SAT1 question
Okay,
2C.
give me the question. I don't have the question with me.
Oh, so it's x squared.
The function is it?
Yeah, the function, it's x
Fx
squared.
is equal to x squared.
The whole thing over 2x minus 3.
Yeah, it's the same as this one. What?
Yes, but question number C, it says find f prime x.
Okay, f prime x, then you have to use quotient rule. Do you know you have to use quotient rule?
Yes, my answer and the answer sheet is different.
Okay, how different is it? I won't be able to judge.
So my answer
I
is
think I made a
2x.
mistake for that question. I missed out my 2.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be
So
6.
possible. I can make such an error. It's possible. So I think I miss out the 2 there
Yes.
when I differentiate. Okay, so you just correct for me?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Miss.